What's up guys, Zami here and you're watching Heavy Metal Pomp. Today I've got another product review for you. I'm sure by now most of you know about the Lockhart's authentic pomade line. However, one thing that I've yet to look at is their professional line. For today we've got Lockhart's Matte Clay. Lockhart's Matte Clay is an all-base clay with a medium hold, and I want to thank Steve and Nichole for sending this out to me. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, we're gonna take a closer look at the jar right now. And here we have Lockhart's Matte Clay. Comes in a 3.7 ounce plastic tub. The label on the lid looks similar to the Lockhart's authentic line. The label on the side states the directions and the ingredients. And you also get some stats on the other side. Overall, it looks like a salon grade product and it works really well. And if you open it up, you'll see this sandy colored clay inside. Now these scents described as lavender, earthy moss and musk. And pretty much what you get is this earthy lavender smell. It's quite a fragrant smell, and to be honest, I'm not a big fan of it. But it's pretty subtle once it's in your hair, so it doesn't bother me too much. Scooping it out. It's a pretty tough clay, but with some pressure. As you can tell, comes out fairly easy. Breaking it down. Just add some pressure and it breaks down fairly easy, so it's not a big deal. Because it's an all-base clay, it's not going to feel as dry. In fact, you can feel that it's actually pretty thick and sticky. And I actually kind of like it. And when it's going into your hair, it's gonna tug and pull a little bit, but it's not gonna be too bad. As I've mentioned before, the scent's pretty subtle. I can kinda smell it, but for the most part, it stays out of the way. And as for the shine, I think it really depends on how much product you use. I find that it's not gonna give you a matte finish, but if you use less, it's gonna give you a matte shine. And if you use a little bit more, I feel that it gives you a low shine at best. Slicking it back, even though it's a thicker clay, it can still be combed through. Of course, you're gonna feel some resistance, but it doesn't really fight you that much. Kinda feels like you're combing through a waxy heavy hold pomade. One more thing that I like about this clay is that it's got enough stickiness to keep these short hairs in place. I'm gonna style my hair now, talk to you again soon. And I'm just gonna call that done. So as you can tell, I'm getting a good amount of height. My sides are being held down well. It's a stickier clay, so my cowlick is being held down pretty well right now. I'm getting a pretty matte shine, and the scent's fairly subtle. So let's talk more about Lockhart's Matte Clay. This is the first all-base clay that I've ever used, and maybe it's because I like all-base pomades, but I actually really like this. My main problem with most water-based clays is that they don't have enough stickiness to keep my stubborn hairs in place. But because Lockhart's Matte Clay is an all-base clay and it's got a little bit of stickiness, I don't really get that issue. I also find that this clay walks the line of being slick and textured, if that makes any sense. Whatever look that you're going for really depends on how much of this clay that you actually use. Use less product, you're gonna get more texture, but if you use a little bit more, you're gonna get a slicker and cleaner look, which is what I got right now. So in that regard, I really think that Lockhart's Matte Clay is a versatile product. If I really had to nitpick about the matte clay, it'd be about the application. It's not a super big issue for me, but I would like it a bit more if it was more smoother and creamier. I'm also pretty impartial to the scent. I don't hate the smell, but I don't really fancy it either. Even though it's an all-base clay, it's still relatively easy to wash out. I'd say about 1 to 2 showers with shampoo should get the job done. So anyways, final verdict on Lockhart's Matte Clay. I give it a 4 out of 5. Once again, I think it's a really versatile clay. It's got enough stickiness to give you a slightly more cleaner look, but you can still get a messier hairstyle with this. And as per usual, more details on the blog, link down below. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Hope you liked the review. Do leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel right here. Or you can check out my last video right here. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.